Hello, everyone. Welcome to Absolutely Obscure with Josh and Rory. I'm Rory.
I'm Josh.
This is a podcast where we talk about movies you've definitely never heard of. And this one...
It's never been truer.
Never been truer. This is... Today we are talking about Shadow of the Monarch. Now, Shadow of the Monarch has a 7.0 on IMDb with 40...
That pisses me off so much.
A 7.0 with 47 votes, of course, and 6 people on Letterboxd had given this a rating, Josh. Now, this is from directors. 2 directors. They need 2 to handle this movie. Randy Kent and John Luxetich.
Okay.
And it was, of course, written by John Luxetich, and also stars John Luxetich as Butterfly Man.
He was the one who wrote this movie?
He's the one who wrote this movie.
Oh my god, he gave himself the meaty role of crazy man?
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
But is he crazy? We'll find out.
Yeah.
We also have a few other characters. I only have a few. There are so many fucking characters in this fucking movie.
Oh my god.
Josh, what did you think of Shadow of the Monarch?
I hated it so much. I was so sad. I watched this before our last movie.
Yeah.
And so, we were on a pretty good streak. Like 3 movies we liked.
Yeah.
And we're, like, at least recommendable, maybe.
Yeah.
How quick into this one did you know it was going to be so bad?
30 seconds. Like, immediately. Like,
I was intrigued with, like, it had, like, I don't know what you call that where, like, words are up and it's like, ooh, MK Ultra, experiment.
Yeah. It kind of had, like, a bit of preamble explaining, like, setting up the movie. Yeah.
Like, MK Ultra, I think, that's a real thing, right?
Yes.
Where they experimented on people and so then it's like, ooh, and it's, all the subjects are unknown or whatever, and the program was shut down. And it's like, ooh, but actually, it was in secret. It was still performing under the name Monarch on children.
Ooh. I'll run through a few other characters we're going to meet here
Sounds
shortly.
good.
We have Agent Morning Cloak.
Boo. Fuck that character.
Played by Blanca Avalos. Then we have Butterfly Man, I mentioned. We have Officer Brimstone.
Boo!
Possibly the biggest piece of shit we've ever come across in this series.
I fucking hated that guy so much.
He's played by Glenn Ratcliffe.
And this guy thought he was the best actor that has ever been on screen.
Yeah, this guy loves the camera.
I hated it.
We have TikTok, played by Durant. Just one name. He's a share of this cast. Yeah, he was fine. We have Mo. Do you know who Mo is? I don't think they say his name in the movie.
Oh.
He is the other homeless guy.
Oh, okay, yes.
With the craziest beard you've ever seen.
Yeah.
He is played by Bill Suppley. And then we also have Shadow, who is played by Benjamin Sadipe.
Okay.
Those are the ones I wrote down. There's so many characters in this movie. I tried watching this directly after I watched our last movie.
Okay.
And I made it 5 minutes in. I was like, I can't do this today.
Man.
This is the most notes I've ever taken for a movie. This movie is fucking insane.
Is saying that, I don't even know if I'll be able to decipher mine. I'm not even sure that I'm going to make sense of any of this.
Yeah, there's nothing to make sense of.
I watched this like 3 days ago and I'm like, I don't even remember what happened.
Okay, so we open on, oh my God.
It's a cop leaning down. Is it our dickhead cop being like, what did you see? It's so crazy.
So we open on like a scene that will later be revealed to have happened in the middle of this movie. And then let's flash back to the star of this movie.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Mm-hmm. So we hear about Monarch. That was the MK Ultra for kids.
Yeah. Yeah, they rebranded. They rebranded for kids.
Yeah, Kids Bop MK Ultra. This will be throughout the movie. We'll sometimes get flashbacks to random kids getting like operated on or chased after.
Yeah.
It's all in black and white if it's a flashback to them and kids, so we know that it was scary. And so I think the first scene we'll talk about is Agent Morning Cloak and a bunch of other CIA agents, presumably, break into this random guy's apartment
and start torturing him.
They just
take him
immediately.
Immediately to the bathroom and start waterboarding him. And being like, I don't even know what they're just asking where is it?
Where is it?
And they're just torturing him.
Yeah.
And like I think does he even tell them, or he gives them a name maybe, and then
I gotta be honest, thinking back at this, I don't even remember what information they were trying to get from him.
I don't even know. They basically and then there's a mysterious man on the phone, and he's like, we can't have any loose ends.
No loose ends. That's a reoccurring theme in this movie.
No loose ends. It should be called No Loose Ends.
No loose ends.
And
they kill him.
Yeah.
I will say the waterboarding, not properly done. It's not how you waterboard people. He was sitting straight up on a toilet seat with just a cloth over his face, and they were just dumping water on.
It's pretty terrible when with a urinal.
Head.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia did better waterboarding than your movie.
And I will also say that at various points you will cut to the scene, and then they'll cut outside to the room where there's just no people in it, even though we just saw people walk into it.
Yeah.
Makes no sense whatsoever. So they kill this man.
Yeah.
And then a woman knocks on the door and is just like, room service, in the sexiest like porn star voice you've ever heard in your life.
And there's already isn't there already one of the agents in there is in a maid's costume already?
Yes.
And they are adult store maid outfits where they're like, all right, they had 2 for 1, so we got 2, so we'll put another person in this maid costume.
Yeah, because they immediately just kill this woman and say, no loose ends.
Right. He literally just grabs her and slits her throat.
Yeah.
Like the maid of the hotel or whatever they're in.
Who I assumed was going to come back and be important in any way. No, she was just a person who had one line in this movie.
Yeah. I don't know.
So Morning Cloaks, her team is set out to kill various people.
Yeah.
She doesn't know why yet.
Yeah. They just have targets, and
they just have targets.
They have to eliminate them.
They have to eliminate them.
Yeah.
And it is so confusing and boring and unintelligible.
Also, it's just like so obvious. It's like, okay, I get it. Every character, aside from the cop who's like 70, is one of these people.
Yeah, is one of the kids now grown up who did Kid MK Ultra.
And also, they're all such different ages.
Yes.
Like, what are you talking about? These were all kids at the same time getting experimented on.
Well, I assume that it was like some of the older ones got
right. They started the rebrand right after 1977.
Yes,
I see.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. I could give them a pass on that.
Fair enough.
Being like it's been through there's various generations of kids.
Because I think they at one point even say the amount of kids. I forget what it is, but anyway, no. And then
you're asking too much of me.
Oh man,
Josh.
And
and
then also this is I guess it makes sense. Maybe I didn't know what this movie was about at the start, because the guy that they murdered and tortured and murdered, they take his heart.
Right.
So I just have in my notes, they took his heart out? Question mark. But
does that come back?
I don't know.
I don't remember, because they also kill people later, and they don't take their hearts.
They just dropped it after they're like, we're not gonna... Listen, guys, we all love the heart side story. We're not going to get to it.
Yeah,
so we'll
this
just
movie is already 2 hours long. That's long enough for a movie.
I was very upset when I looked at the length of this movie.
This movie has, I want to say, strong gay porn vibes throughout it, where at various points, like the team members from the CIA, they'll be in like really tight-fitting clothes, and they'll be like grabbing somebody by their hair, but it's very like porn star acting, where it's like you're very obviously they're not pulling very hard or actually holding. It's just like
it's a lot of acting,
as sexily acted as possible.
And I want to get this out of the way now, because yes, I hated Morning Cloak or whatever.
Yes, Morning Cloak.
By the end, when she was in her tank top with her jacked arms, I was like, I think I'm in love with this woman.
You're alone on that one. I can't go with you on that one. I hated this character so much.
She's the worst actress in the world.
She's terrible in this.
And I don't know. We can continue, I guess, but
I mean, I don't even know where we're less than 5 minutes into this movie. We're already fucking lost.
Oh yeah, this is just a random scene. Oh, I think because she's like, in the car, and she's like she'll kind of like daydream, like lots of the people who got experiment on, they'll just like randomly daydream.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I guess she was sitting in traffic for a while.
Right.
And this car honks at her and just pulls up beside her, and he's like, bitch. And she's like, oh, yeah, sorry. I was like, why? Oh, okay.
Then we meet Officer Officer Brimstone. This is the angriest man I've ever met in my life.
He's so mad.
Literally,
at everybody.
Everything will set him off. Literally, if you look at him, he'll be like, "What the fuck you looking at?
This guy,
I'm gonna fucking kill you."
Because again, in a flashback shown, like his daughter got shot by random drug dealers. I guess
the funniest drive-by shooting I've ever seen, because it's this old man and his like 20-something-year-old daughter standing by themselves by like a bridge. And this drive-by happens, and we all know when we get shot, we just kind of stand there a little bit.
They do not make an effort to get out of the way.
They don't even make an effort to not get out of the way. When she gets shot, she just stands there and then kind of leans into her dad while he goes, "No, honey,
they
no."
couldn't afford a mat, and she didn't want to fall in the alley. That's fine.
Which would make sense, except where she's supposed to be paralyzed from this.
Well, that's what I was like, okay, his daughter's dead. That's why he's so mad. Yeah, no, she's alive.
She's alive. Yeah. We'll get to some weird stuff going on with her later.
Oh my god. And so he's the angriest man in the world.
Yeah.
And I don't know. There's homeless guys on a bench.
Mm-hmm.
And
well, we meet his partner first.
I don't even remember his partner.
His partner is an African.
Oh yeah, the Nigerian
woman.
Yeah.
Who with I think might be the best actress in
she
the
actually
movie.
is the standout.
Yeah,
I don't want to associate with her with this movie because she's better than this movie.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. She's not good.
No,
but she doesn't make me angry when she's on screen.
Right.
So I think that's a benefit.
And she's kind of like, "Why are you such an asshole all the time?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Tell him.
Like, legitimately, this guy is like daydreaming, remembering his drive-by shooting, and his partner opens the door and he pulls his gun on her.
He pulls his gun on his partner.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Like, I could fucking kill him.
Like, this guy should lose his badge immediately.
Yeah, and he's also so old.
He's so old.
He should be. This guy would not be allowed.
Yeah, no, this guy's daughter got shot in front of him, and he's crazy. Yeah. Relieve him of his duty, please.
And it's found out later that he was part of the CIA and also a Marine and all this stuff. He wouldn't have been for any of this stuff.
No.
Because he is so mad. So maybe that's why I'm not going to try to explain the logic of this fucking movie. Are you kidding me?
No, he was just a bad guy, bad actor, bad character.
So he is watching some drug dealers going down.
That's right. Yeah, there's a drug deal going down.
Going down because he believes that these are the people who killed his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Or not killed.
And it's
shot.
Right. Sorry, she didn't die. Yeah, so there's drug dealers, and it's right. It's the homeless guys in the bench that are, one of them's catching butterflies.
That is Butterfly Man.
Yeah.
Who throughout this movie everyone will call BM.
He has it painted on his shirt.
A big BM painted on his shirt. And I was just like, yeah, it's Butterfly Man. What do you mean you're confused? What do you think the BM could stand for?
I mean, I wrote it in shit, but what do you want from me? You know, like, it's crazy that it's just BM.
And he catches butterflies in this butterfly net, and he has a jar with butterflies in them. A lot of shots, it's very obvious that these are dead butterflies.
Man, I meant to look after. It's like, how many butterflies died for this movie? There's no way they didn't kill so many butterflies.
I like to think that they only had like 4 butterflies, and you can track what scenes were shot when by when the butterflies are alive and when the butterflies are dead.
Guys, we forgot to poke holes in this jar too. Oh,
shit. Shake it around a little, John. That's what butterflies look like when they're flying.
Right. And so one of the guys on the I'm guessing the guy giving the money for the drugs sees these homeless men, assumes they're undercover cops.
Yes.
And it's like, you guys set us up? Oh my God. Drug deal's off.
Because the butterfly man chasing butterflies goes near them and then stops and waves. And they're like, it's a setup. Because that's what the undercover
that's what an undercover cop would do, of course. Walk up and wave. classic butterfly man.
Classic
costume.
butterfly man. So the drug deal goes wrong. The guy who was about to buy the drugs speeds off.
Yeah.
And
so the drug dealers are like, all right, well, now we're going to kick the shit out of Butterfly Man for ruining our drug deal. And, does something, a cop breaks this one up, right? It doesn't
no,
actually
so
go ahead?
it's about to start getting beat the shit up.
Yeah.
And then
TikTok shows
arrives.
up. That's right.
Now, TikTok he's introduced, I will say, when we meet these characters a lot of times, it will pause, it will like type their names underneath and then give them a descriptor. And TikTok's is TikTok. Former gangbanger, which
right, yeah.
He is used to be part of the gang.
Yeah, Shadow is the leader of the gang.
Yeah, Shadow is the leader of the gang.
Which he's not there, just his cronies now.
Yes, he only sends his cronies out to do stuff. But TikTok shows up. He has now found Jesus. We know that because he is apparently the only black man in Los Angeles to wear a cross necklace. Because everyone's just like, what the hell is that?
I've never seen that before. That's crazy.
And he breaks up the fight, and he's about to... I think he wanted revenge on the gang member. He wants to find Shadow.
Yeah, he wants to find Shadow, and he doesn't let them like beat up the Butterfly Man. And then so we cut to now their meeting where they're explaining to is there something else?
No, because now the cop comes up raging because he's about to beat the shit out of TikTok because he thinks TikTok's
still a gangbanger.
Still a gangbanger, and he does specifically think TikTok is the one who shot his daughter. That is something that eventually gets revealed.
Okay. Perfect.
But yeah, he goes up and he starts trying to beat the shit out of everyone, and like his partner pulls her gun on him. Is just like, leave them alone.
This is another thing that's she in the park pulls her gun on these cops keep pulling their guns on each other.
Yeah.
But it's like, don't use excessive force against this guy. And he stops.
And he's like, I would fucking kill you. I'm gonna fucking kill my own partner. I fucking hate you so fucking much.
So crazy. He's ready to shoot anybody all the time. Oh man.
I also want to point out that Mo, the other homeless guy, constantly calls Butterfly Man mi amiga. And I'm like, did they not know what amigo is? But it is later stated in the movie, because someone calls him out, and they're just like, why do you call him that? He's like, it's Latin for butterfly, which it fucking isn't. It's not even close to Latin for butterfly is papelin, which is the same as French, basically, or close to. Anyways, so I'm so mad at them for making me listen to this guy. Mi amiga.
I love that. That sounds like a fact that just someone told the director one time, and he never looked up and just
never
believed.
checked.
Yeah, wow. That's an interesting fact.
It's going in my movie.
I'll just write a movie about it and never look it up. And then so I guess the next thing after all of that chaos, we're at the meeting of the gangbangers, and then they're like, sorry, Shadow, our deal got broken up by this crazy Butterfly Man. And he's like, well, you better have told me that you murdered the Butterfly Man. And he's like, we did not get to.
No.
And so he stabs that guy in the hand with a pencil.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, of course, The Dark Knight must have come out, and they got an idea from
yeah, this was 2017.
Yeah, perfect. And, oh man, it's just, and then I don't know.
I keep going back to this scene. I know, I'm sorry, but there's so much crazy shit in this movie. Like when
there's a lot of I was fully expecting to be like, Rory's got to help me with these notes because I don't know what the fuck's going on in this thing.
Because TikTok pulls a gun or pulls his knife out on the gang.
Right, and it slips under
and it slips under.
The jar,
and Butterfly Man hides it, so that's why the cop are like, "Oh, we're gonna arrest you."
Someone got stabbed in the fracas, I think, but then he didn't have the knife, so he couldn't
be arrested.
Which I love also that they're like, "All right, this is basically a crime scene. We won't ask the one man that's sitting in it to move the fuck out of the way and maybe see the knife that is underneath him."
Yeah, there's a distinct lack of proficiency or professionalism around crime scenes in this movie that will become a reoccurring theme. And also, when confronted, the other gangster with the knife says, "It's a good day to die." I'm just like, what the fuck are you talking about? Just go away.
Yeah. Oh, man.
My brain is melting.
And then the lady, what's her face? Cloak?
Morning Cloak.
Morning Cloak. She is now with a guy, and she's sitting beside him, and she's
at a restaurant. They're at a restaurant. She sits beside him. They have some sort of conversation.
Yeah.
They seem to know each other.
Yeah, she's starts feeling up his leg and basically getting up to his crotch. Feels like she's gonna jerk him off. Other hand, working its way up his back. She's got a little dart.
The classic move. One hand on the neck, one hand jerking you off.
So I was like, this is the craziest come on ever. But trust me, she'll use it multiple times.
Multiple times, yes.
And she pricks this guy in the back of the neck
with the tiny needle, and he immediately dies.
Yeah, and then the waiter comes over and he's like, "Oh my god, what's happening?" She's like, "Yeah, can you help me with my husband?" And so I don't know. This waiter assumingly helps this woman move a dead body.
Yeah, he's just like, "Oh, this man that was perfectly fine. I've served a single glass of wine, has passed out. Yeah, of course I'll help you move him to a car. Yeah, that's a normal thing for me to do." I can't wait for my second scene in this movie. Because we need to go back to the waiter.
You gotta see what he's up to again.
Yeah.
So she killing more people. Cut to now the gangsters are back. They find BM and they now are like beating the crap out of him.
Is this in the alcove hallway thing?
Yes,
the tunnel.
Because what I have here is so they're beating him up, and they're also they're taking out the jar.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they are ripping butterflies apart in front of his face, and he's like, "Oh, not the butterflies!
Not my butterflies!"
And he's constantly saying like, "They're what protects me."
And I don't think we mentioned already that Butterfly Man does seem to be also mentally delayed.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and then and then I don't know. There's like flashes. Something happens.
Yeah, it gets wild editing, and we cut to
one guy running away. All the rest are dead. Everyone's covered in blood.
Yeah, what could have happened?
Who knows what happened?
I can't wait for this mystery to drag out for the next hour 45 minutes. We're never gonna figure it out.
Yeah, and then I don't know. Is there? I think it's a phone call with the mysterious man on the phone.
Yes.
And he's like, "Oh, MK has risen."
Yeah, because apparently
he's got to be eliminated. Which is like, how do they know?
Yeah.
How do they know?
They don't. I don't know.
And then it's the crime scene, like we were talking about.
Yes.
The cops are investigating the deaths. They seem like they don't care.
Yeah.
One guy basically, the lieutenant or chief or whatever.
Yeah, like the chief and murder investigator.
He's basically like, they just all killed each other. Who cares? Let's go home.
Yeah, this guy killed himself, obviously, with this pencil. He has a pencil shoved into his temple. He's just like, yeah, he did that himself. The investigation over. Let's just fucking go home. One of them straight up is just like, 4 murders. Not as much as we had last year. We had 8 one day.
Yeah. No, and it's like, so Butterfly Man is like there covered in blood. They find him.
Yeah.
Like you said, this is the middle of the movie scene that we, for some reason, started the movie with,
yes.
Where he's like, "What can you tell me?" And Butterfly Man's like, And he's like, "Oh, okay, great.
Fine." No, he does get they get a sketch artist to come up to the Butterfly Man.
God.
And the Butterfly Man's like, "I saw a giant shadow."
Yeah, shadow on the wall.
On the wall. And she literally draws it.
She drives it, then walks up to the lieutenant. It's like, "I don't know, you figure out what to do with this shit."
I don't fucking get paid enough for this.
It's like the sketch artist is a pissed off cop too.
The sketch artist is pissed off that she had to draw a shadow on the wall.
I was like, what an insane choice this movie just made. Oh man.
She doesn't I wish she came back.
Yeah, she's the one character we don't see a second time.
Yes.
I don't even know. I have a thing where it says Shadow. I'm assuming he's nailing his hot girlfriend.
Yes, he has a hot girlfriend that is constantly hanging him at all points in time.
Yeah.
Who's only in the movie because she has giant boobs. Yeah. And they're almost out.
Is she ever not in only a bra? I
no.
think. Yeah. And then
they go in. They're about to have sex. They shut the door, and then it shows one of his henchmen
looking through the keyhole,
peeping on them.
And he just takes out a dagger and throws it perfectly
into the keyhole. And the next time we see that guy, he's
the guy with the eye patch.
He's the guy with the eye patch.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah, he has an eye patch for the rest of the movie.
Yeah, that's funny.
Uh-huh.
Oh man. And I don't know.
I will say we did miss that the angry cop and his partner are at the crime scene, and the partner is just like, I don't think that this is how this happened, and then the angry cop is just like, I fucking hate all these people. I hate everyone. I hope they all fucking die.
Yeah, he basically says like, I'm not even gonna bother investigating this because
Yes.
who the fuck cares?
And it's also like,
terrible.
you guys are like beat cops. You wouldn't investigate
Yeah,
this.
pass it
This
off-
is a murder.
Pass it off to homicide for crying out loud, you know? Oh man, and I know we talked about it, but we don't find out till now. Cloak is a CIA agent. I think she rolls up, right, and it's just like,
Is that when we find out?
I think it's like
It
supposed
might
to be a
be.
reveal. I think it's supposed to be like assumed, like, oh, this is just some crazy
okay.
rogue murder agency.
Yeah, it's just my
and
people
then
murdering
she
people.
rolls up,
okay.
and it's
Yeah.
like, guess what? in
I'm
the
CIA.
And it's
Why does she know? Oh, because she's told, hey, Monarch has risen.
yeah.
I guess we have the exact location that this happened.
Right. Fucking go there yourself and do the job. Why am I? Yeah.
Oh, you have a tracker on this guy? Why don't we have him already?
Yeah. Why didn't we murder him before he rose?
Yes. So she goes there. She's like, "Hey, I need all the information on this case." And they're like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." You random woman who might have shown us a badge. And they tell her, she's like, "Well, were there any witnesses?" And well, there was the butterfly man. So now she goes and tracks down the butterfly man, who is still in his blood-soaked clothes, sitting in the same park he was in before.
Yep.
And she comes up to him and she's like, "Hey, I need the information from you." She's like, "It's a secret."
I'm so pumped about this right now. Yeah, because he's like, I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah.
I'll only tell you if you can catch a butterfly. So now we have this, badass. Because also, anytime she's done fighting in this movie, it has been horrible.
Yeah.
She like kung fu,
She's
and then she throws like spin kicks that are clearly have to be edited because they're so bad.
Yeah, absolutely. She cannot do anything. She can't act. She can't fake fight.
It's terrible. So now we have to watch this woman parade around with a butterfly net to try and catch butterflies.
With the worst music I've ever heard in my life. Just like weird, like
it is a very strange music choice. And then I was very excited because I was like in my head, like it would be so funny if this stupid lady character started shooting butterflies. And she does.
She takes out her gun and she shoots butterflies, which apparently is easier than catching a butterfly in a fucking net.
And then so she takes the butterfly pieces to him. It's like, here you go. And he's like, that is not what I meant. They have to be alive.
Yeah, don't show the butterfly man a dead butterfly. He's not going to like
And
that.
then so she does more butterfly catching.
Yeah.
And then so she then sees one on a tree, uses their stupid poison dart thing to like
pin
tack
it.
it. Which again, it's like, if you could do that, how did you not get them with the net? It doesn't make any sense. It's so stupid. So now she gives them I have worst butterfly montage ever.
Yeah.
She shoots one ? And so
she finally comes up with the butterfly in the net is just like, hey, I got one. He's like, now let it go.
yeah, right.
And she's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Pissed off. And then what he tells her is what we already know. He's like, I saw a shadow on the wall. And then I think says something about an angel being there. Like he says.
He says there was an angel there, which made me be like, oh, is this going to be a Christian movie? Yeah. It's not. So we're still waiting on our first Christian movie. It will come.
Oh, man.
And it's going to be bad.
Yeah.
So now she's like, takes him to a restaurant.
Yeah, and I think also like says, I think the dude on the phone says like phase 1 of the mission is done. It's like, what? Okay. And she's like trying to
gotta be honest, I ignored everything with the guy on the phone. I thought it was
terrible. And then so she's like, she takes him to a pizza restaurant.
Yes. No, not a pizza restaurant. The same restaurant she just took a fucking dead body from.
That's right. Sorry, he orders a pizza.
He orders a pizza.
The waiter is like, hey, how's your husband? Then I helped you
dispose of.
Put into a trunk of a car earlier.
And she's like, dead tired.
Oh my god, I forgot she does the puns.
She does so many fucking puns.
Oh yeah, she says resting in peace at home, which is like,
yes.
that's not even a phrase.
Yeah, no. Resting in peace at home.
I hated it. And then also, and Butterfly Man says like he likes thick pizza. I mean, I guess people like their types of pizza.
No, I like
But then
pizza.
the pizza they give him is the most undercooked. This is another movie we've had with the awful looking pizza.
Yeah.
It's like he starts like he molds it.
Oh my god!
like,
this is disgusting.
He starts ripping it into pieces.
Because he's talking about this is when he talks about. She asks him, "Why do you like butterflies so much?" Yeah. And he says, "Have you seen caterpillars? They're constantly eating everything in their path."
He hates caterpillars.
He hates caterpillars, but also that's not what I think of when I think of caterpillars. I don't think isn't that creature evil. I think that's a nice little creature.
Sure, I think so. I also sometimes think of those villains in Super Mario World, so I don't know. I can see that version of it. But yeah, and then so yeah, she's gonna give him the old hand job dark net, dark to the back of the net trick.
And he's like, he picks up this whole pizza by his hand, and he starts like folding it and rolling it.
So gross.
It's so gross. And he like starts ripping it, and then he reveals that he ripped it into the shape of a butterfly.
And then they get interrupted because I know she doesn't murder him.
Well, no, because she's just like, oh, the butterfly.
Oh my god.
And she stops.
Yeah.
And she started thinking like, oh, there's more to this guy.
Yeah.
He really likes butterflies. They talk about butterflies so much in this fucking movie. It's crazy. And they don't know the Latin word for it even. I don't know. Now they leave the restaurant.
Yeah.
It's now night when they leave the restaurant.
Right. They were there for a while.
They were... It's another movie that doesn't really keep track of day and time because it's like, okay, he got attacked at night. He's found during the day. Later in that day, they catch the butterfly. And then it's day again. They go to the restaurant. And now night, middle of the night.
Yep.
They get attacked by the gang members.
Okay, yeah.
And they get taken.
Do you remember this? I don't even... Oh, okay, wait. Oh, sorry. Yes, I do have... Sorry, I have... worst fight scene ever.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah.
It's a fair assessment.
Right. Oh, because they are like... so they're like defending themselves, and then Shadow comes out of nowhere and knocks her out.
Yes.
Like with just a tap.
And
basically. She's out cold. And then... I don't fucking know. Like, God, this movie's so ridiculous.
Oh, my God. Okay, so now we're at the house.
So we also have this dumb thing with, like, Shadow eats Hershey Kisses. And so they constantly, at, like, crime scenes, will be like, oh, look at this random Hershey Kiss.
Weird. There's some tin foil here. Yes. Okay, now we're...
Which I'm like, even if that was the case, I don't think you could be like, there's a Hershey Kiss wrapper at this location and this location. Yeah. It's like... Okay, guess what, man? That's a pretty popular candy.
Yeah, it's the most popular candy in the fucking world. What are you talking about? Okay, I want to congratulate everyone. We are halfway through this movie.
Oh my God. Thank God.
This is...
I have Shadow also rips up butterflies in front of the
Yes, but also that's how they torture. Which I'm also like, he's got it because he has this jar with the butterflies.
Yeah,
he's got to be running out of butterflies at this point. So they take them back to Shadow's place and they start torturing them. I can't remember why. Because Butterfly Man ruined the drug deal.
Yeah, I guess.
But I don't know why they're keeping them alive.
Well, I think, I have here that he, like, tries to punch What's-Her-Face Cloak, and then she, like, dodges it.
Yeah.
And he's instantly like, oh, what number are you?
Right.
Because now we find out Shadow, also
Monarch kid, yes.
Yeah. So, and then, because she's kind of, I think, she doesn't really know she was at this point. Like,
no,
yeah.
That's supposed to be a reveal. That is supposed to be a reveal later on in the movie.
Even though it's so obvious to us.
Yes.
But yes, she doesn't know. And then TikTok shows up.
What are you talking about? I am not one of them.
Yeah, TikTok shows up, and I have Idiot Buckeye also shows up.
Okay, yes. Right, yes. Okay, they're torturing them in the Shadow's place.
Yeah.
They're torturing them by... This is a fun fact that the director was definitely told and never checked up on. They're like, oh, if we attach, like, batteries or something to your teeth. Did you know that your teeth are connected to every organ in your body?
That was the most ridiculous form of torture I've ever seen.
Yeah, and they start zapping him by attaching. I'm just like, I mean, I guess it would probably hurt.
It seems like such a pain in the ass to hook up to somebody.
Yeah. So the Brimstone has been watching the house.
Yeah.
Which I gotta say, we'll find out later. This doesn't make sense. I'll say it now. It's a reveal that he has a deal with Shadow to give him TikTok because Shadow's like, TikTok's the one who shot your daughter. We missed the introduction of the daughter.
I was just going to say, I realized she was at the restaurant, right?
Oh my God.
Because
okay.
he also was at the restaurant.
Yes.
And he wheeled his daughter by.
Yeah.
And Butterfly, because, okay, she has a scar on her face.
For this one scene. For only this scene, she has a scar on her face in the shape of a fucking butterfly. And you might be thinking, oh, does she have like a little birthmark or something?
No, it's like a full burn.
It's like a full burn across her entire face.
Which doesn't make sense. It's like she got shot in the back. And then, like you said, it's gone the rest of the movie.
Never there again.
And it's a big plot point because Butterfly Man stops and is like, oh my God, obviously, he loves
Butterfly.
Yeah. And she's like, and because the cop's like, what the fuck did you just say to my daughter?
I'm gonna fucking kill you, Butterfly Man. You piece of fucking shit.
And then she's like, she's like, oh, thanks for noticing or whatever. Oh, man. Oh my God, but I laughed.
and this, I had the note being like, wait, is he off work now? Because he was just at the fucking crime scene. And anyways, that doesn't matter.
No.
So now he's been watching the house. I don't know why he's watching this house because he's trying to get TikTok because he thinks TikTok shot the daughter.
Right. Yeah.
But he's watching Shadow's house for some reason.
I think he is like you said earlier. I think he's still convinced he's part of the gang.
Right.
So he's like he's gonna show up here, which he does show up there.
He does show up,
but
there.
it's to like thwart the gang. He's not a part of it.
TikTok, just leave. You can just leave. You don't have to avenge the gang or whatever.
Your life is better now. You can just go.
Anyways, TikTok shows up and he's about to break in, and Brimstone comes up and it like puts a gun in TikTok's back. And he's like, "We're going fucking inside there." And so TikTok like knocks on the door. No, wait. A guy comes out and TikTok takes him out.
Yeah.
But then they use him to get back inside because they wouldn't let TikTok inside.
Yeah.
And now all three of them are inside, and of course, they immediately disarm the fucking cop and are like, "Oh, now we got you guys to torture too, I guess, because why are you here, you fucking idiots?" Anyways,
and
they take them to get tortured. Guess what happens? We get some weird editing, and it cuts to all of the gang members are dead except for Shadow. He's left, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it's who
could have possibly been?
Who could have been at both these scenes with the Butterfly Man who wiped out everybody in sight? I can't solve it.
Who knows?
And why can't he ever remember what happened?
Yeah,
that's really
crazy.
It's really confusing.
Yeah, his butterflies protected him. That's what he says so many times.
Oh my God! And then I have this scene. They go to the Butterfly Man's house.
Yeah.
Okay, and his mom, who is 20 years younger than the actor playing Butterfly Man.
But it's not his mom.
Oh, it's not his mom?
No, okay.
Thank God.
So they do explain this. Okay. It doesn't make any fucking sense, but they do explain it.
Perfect.
Because he's just like, let's go see my mom. Hey, mom. And this younger woman, like 40s, and she explains that she was a nurse at a psychiatric hospital that the Butterfly Man was in.
Okay.
And then she explains, she's like, he has multiple personalities.
Right.
You didn't know that? I have to let him think I'm his mom. And I'm just like, that's not how multiple personalities works at all. Definitely. Like, I don't know much about it, but I feel like, I have to pretend to be his mom isn't part of the treatment.
That's the only way. You have to trick the mentally ill, Rory.
You just play into it, right?
Oh my God. And then, do I have also... Does someone's throat get slit again?
Probably.
Does she die?
Okay, no, you're jumping way ahead.
Am I? Oh man, well,
we have so much movie. Okay, so while this is happening, the cop and TikTok, I think, were taken somewhere else by Shadow.
Okay.
Because they're not there when the gang gets all killed. Because they are at a different location tied together.
Right. Back to back or whatever? Is that...
No, front to front. They're tied together front to front because the other CIA agents that have been we've been cutting to them every once in a while.
They're like full bad guys.
They're full bad guys. Okay, we have the ugly guy, the hot Asian guy, we have the hot chick, and we have the boss. I'm sorry, producer Aaron's just like, what the fuck is happening? He's trying to figure out.
Listen, we don't even know what's going on. That's right.
So these 4 guys show up to where the cop and TikTok are. Why? I can't fucking remember. I'm not going to try to. One of them frisks the angry cop and finds a picture of his daughter and is just like, I guess I could take a mid-mission, go and assault your daughter for some reason, and goes away.
Okay, I do have, yeah.
The hot Asian guy's just like, I guess I'm just going to go assault your daughter now. Sweet, she's hot. Bye. And the angry cop's just like, I'm gonna fucking kill you all! I'm gonna kill everyone! Ah!
That's the only time you relate to the angry cop.
Yeah.
Because, he's...
And then the other CIA agents are just like, we need information. We need to know where the butterfly man went. Mm-hmm. But we only need it from one of you. So I guess and maybe we'll have a room on our team afterwards. So they give them knives.
Okay, I do have
because they have to be facing each other for this knife fight where they're tied together trying to stab each other.
Yeah. And TikTok stabs what's this?
So in a brief moment of clarity where I guess he doesn't hate him now for some reason, he says, oh, because TikTok says I tried to stop the shooting from your dad because TikTok was driving the car and apparently mid-shot was like, no, I don't want this to happen, and tries to stop the shooting. Mm-hmm. And then the awful cop, the angry cop, is just like, save my daughter.
Yeah,
and
you have a better
him,
chance of saving her.
And allows him to get stabbed.
That's right. And he goes to the daughter. She's like mid.
How TikTok gets out of this, I can't remember. I can't remember.
He stabbed a guy.
He stabs a guy and gets out of there. He runs over to the daughter's house because he apparently knows where the cop lives.
Oh, and that was another thing too, was when the butterfly man met the girl, he said when he gave her a butterfly,
yes,
and told her to release it as well.
Release this when your dad can't protect you. And the cop's just like, what the fuck are you talking about? I will always protect my daughter. I'm gonna fucking kill you, butterfly man. You fucking suck.
She says like you'll know when to release it, right? When she chooses mid-rape to be like, this must be this has to be the Hail Mary. Please God, let this be when I'm supposed to release this butterfly.
But she knocks over it and it doesn't fall out. It doesn't come out. It's just like, well, I guess that didn't work. And then TikTok shows up and beats up the CIA guy and shoves him in a closet. And he's out of the movie now, I think. I don't remember if he comes back and saves the daughter. Yeah. And like picks her up and they escape. Mm-hmm. The other CIA agents, I guess maybe they got the information they wanted as to where the butterfly man was, and that's how TikTok escaped somehow.
Okay.
While this is all happening, the detectives from the first murder scene, as well as Awful Cop's partner, are at the new murder scene of all the gang members. Yeah. And they're just like...
trying to figure out what's going on.
Well, I guess this happened. Problem solved. And they're just like, is that the investigation? Yeah, they all shot each other. Sure, why not? Never mind the fact that most of them not shot.
No.
A lot of them are strangled and stabbed and stuff. And the Nigerian cop finds out that the lead detective was having sex with Shadow's girl.
The girl,
and
they're always showing that she has giant boobs.
Yeah, and is like being blackmailed.
Yeah.
And used kind of thing. And she sees it on like a CD, but then the cop shoots the CD. Yeah. And it's just like, oh, that guy was moving over there. He was going for his gun. It shows us this obviously dead man. Just like she's like, oh, I'm gonna get you. And I don't remember how that comes back. Does she come back at all?
Well, okay, does she just kill him? Does she?
Does she kill him?
I don't know. I have shows up and shoots him, but maybe that's a different scene.
Maybe.
Who knows? But I don't know if we see her again, honestly.
Let's say no. Let's just cut the movie doesn't care. I don't care anymore.
And then, I say in my notes, in the least shocking reveal ever, the butterfly man was behind all the killings.
Yes, so the CIA people show up to the butterfly man's house. Yeah. By the way, the butterfly man's house full of butterflies.
Yes.
Full of the fakest looking butterflies.
I was going to say, yes, sorry, full of green screen that they attach butterflies onto.
And Morning Cloak has now, I guess, become friends with the Butterfly Man. Is just like, oh, I can see what you mean with the butterflies now.
Yeah.
And the other CIA agents show up. They beat the shit out of Morning Cloak. She's doesn't matter. TikTok shows up for some reason. Beat the shit out of him. I assumed he was dead. They pull out his mom. They slit her throat.
That's when they slit the throat.
They kill the mom, and I'm just like, she was just a nurse that was there.
And you know the way, like, so though throughout the movie, every time they rip up the butterflies in front of him, he's kind of like, oh no.
Yes.
That's the same way he reacts to the woman's throat.
I'd say he's not nearly as sad about the woman he called mother having her throat slit. He's kind of just like, what happened to her again?
Which character was that again? I can't really remember.
And so he calls upon the butterflies to protect him.
God.
And they swarm one of the guys
and start killing him
and kill him. Yeah. Oh, we did miss that Butterfly Man did get taken to a separate room with the 2 remaining bad guys, and he flash cuts, kills them, and then it's revealed that he's been doing all this, and they're like, oh, you're the guy.
And we also have this stupid thing where, like, I think a few people throughout the movie have been, like, writing in these little notebooks, including the Butterfly Man.
Okay, I had no idea what this all meant.
It was the dumbest thing ever. It's supposed to be, like, an imagery thing where it's, like, his number was 31, and her number, the agent, Morning Cloak, it's 13. And then if you put those numbers, like,
together, it looks like a butterfly.
Oh, my fucking God. Are you kidding me? Like,
I don't know. I'm kind of impressed.
No,
I did get that.
No. What a roundabout way for who gives a shit, man. Oh my God. And then so like you said, that's like what really she's like, oh my God, we're like, he says we're 2 halves. We're the 2 halves of
yeah. So and then she kills the last agent, who is like a trainee agent that they've been like, oh, don't smile at me, you little bitch, this whole time.
Hey, guess what? I stole the maid's outfit from that first scene, so now I'm a hot porn actress too.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I guess so.
And what a lovely end to this movie. There definitely isn't 25 fucking minutes left.
Jesus Christ. Oh man.
But nothing really happens left.
Yeah.
Like it literally, they explain the movie.
Yeah, we find like the only real information that I don't even really care about is we find out the other homeless man beside him
was one of the scientists in charge.
Yeah, he's like the handler. He's his handler because so basically
I'm sorry for yelling into the mic so much.
They always have handlers. These MK people, but the Monarch people, but the Butterfly Man would always go crazy and kill his handlers.
Okay,
I think it's explained through flashbacks, and then so he said he was like the only one who knew how to deal with him. And then so whenever he would go crazy, this guy, the other homeless guy, would have to go and be like, oh boy, another murder scene to clean up.
Right. Yes. He'd show up with like his shopping cart of stuff and like load bodies into it. And be like, ugh, another day's work. And it's also revealed that the reason he loves butterflies is that they all have triggers. Everyone in the program has a trigger or something that they like that keeps them from going berserk, basically.
Yeah, right.
His are butterflies. So he's literally at one point just like, you have to keep him looking at butterflies or he'll kill everyone.
People.
I'm just like, that is so specific. That's a very specific thing.
Listen, the guy who came up with triggers was into some weird stuff, all right?
And it's revealed that Shadow's trigger was shiny stuff. Yeah. He likes shiny stuff. I'm like a fucking crow? What are you talking
about?
Like
a Hershey Kiss wrapper?
Like Hershey Kisses?
Oh my God. I didn't even catch that, honestly. And I don't know. I have BM took guys. Oh, someone's phone fell out and like the Butterfly Man took it. And I think he was trying to. I think ultimately the guy on the phone is supposed to be like the big bad guy.
The big bad that they're setting up a sequel for. They legitimately leave this on like we're going to Mexico to hide for now, but we'll find, because they call the guy on the phone and he's just like, oh, it's you, and they're like, we'll find you. And that's kind of how that ends. And they go to Mexico. They're just like, I guess we'll escape to Mexico. That's the thing. And then the final scenes are TikTok and the daughter are now, I guess, dating. They take her. He takes her to see the dad's grave. Yeah. To lay flowers on. Yeah. I gotta tell you, for a paralyzed woman, she does crawl around on her knees a lot. in this scene. I'm just like, I don't think you know what paralyzed.
Also, I was like, I know she, like, other than the restaurant scene, like,
Yeah.
I feel like he carried her all these places. I don't
Yes.
know if that they actually had a wheelchair.
No,
but yeah,
no,
like
he
you
carries
said,
her everywhere.
They got to the graveyard. Yeah, she's on all fours.
She's on all fours.
What it was.
And then TikTok gets back in the car, and he has like a note from Butterfly Man, and it's labeled something else.
It says, he's free, and he's got a butterfly name now too.
Yes, but it's like black something, and I'm just
forget
like,
what it was.
yeah.
I guess I didn't even write it down.
Yes, and we see that Shadow.
There was also a thing during the whole that they're the two halves. That's when they find out that Morning Cloak, that's apparently a type of butterfly.
Yes, Morning Cloak is a type of butterfly.
Yeah, I forget.
And they give TikTok a butterfly name.
Yeah,
and they're going to be the Shadow of the Monarch, I guess. That is what it's going to be. And we see Shadow, who is another big bad. He doesn't die.
No.
We see him locking some bodies in a vault.
I said Shadow has girl and agent in safe and locks it.
Yeah,
What the fuck is going on?
I have no idea.
I honestly didn't even register until you started saying it a second ago. It's like, oh my god, they were setting up for more of these movies.
Yes, absolutely.
They thought they had a franchise on their hands.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I do want to point out that the graveyard visit, that is a post-credit scene. That's a stinger. Yeah. So they set that up, and then we find out the final little twist of this movie, that this is dedicated to the writer-director's dad. And I'm like, I feel really bad about what
Rory, you don't have to feel bad, because this is obviously the prick who told this guy that, what was it? What butterfly and
Amiga means butterfly.
Exactly. This is his guy. He's the man. So don't feel bad for him. I'm glad he's gone.
Oh my god.
I don't know. Yeah, he just has a video of his dad droning on about butterflies. And
yes.
Like,
end of movie. Oh my god. That was this. Is this worse than Bleeding Hearts? I don't think so. Bleeding Hearts. I had more fun with Bleeding Hearts.
I mean, Bleeding Hearts had more women naked all of the time, I guess.
But it made you hate women naked.
Yeah, it's tough. I don't know. It was not fun. I didn't like it.
What would you give this out of 5 stars? Half star?
Yeah, like
1 star?
I'd give it 1.
1?
One at a peak, yeah.
I'd give it 1.
Yeah. It made me laugh when she had to catch butterflies and then shot them. That was about it.
Yeah, it was like, it could be, I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
Like, it was bad, but I did actively hate it because we were able to have a fun conversation.
I was looking forward to talking with you about it.
And for that, it doesn't get a half star. It gets 1 star on our Letterboxd. Speaking of our Letterboxd, that's where you can follow us. We have a ranking of every single movie we've ever talked about on the podcast.
Be on the lower side of that.
It's going to be on the lower side of that. That's at AbsObsPod, because Absolutely Obscure Pod, too long of a name for Letterboxd. Nice. But you can follow us on Instagram and all the social media at Absolutely Obscure Pod. Yep. You can follow us individually at Real Funny Josh or The True Rory.
Yeah. Gmail, we have a Gmail
yes,
too?
If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about the show, or any recommendations for movies we did. I don't know why I had concerns.
Hey, people are talking.
We're not doing well.
Like people don't like our producer, so we have to move on, It is what it is.
You can email us at absoluteobscurepodcast@gmail.com. Quick thank you to our producer, Aaron Campbell.
Yes, thanks, Aaron.
Best in the biz. And thank you to Matt Prince for our theme music. But before we wrap up today's show, we have to choose the next 2 movies for our episodes. All right, Josh, your options are Don't Read This on a Plane.
Okay. For a movie? That's a movie title?
That's a movie title. Like Don't Read This on a Plane.
Okay.
The Bet.
Okay.
Callous. Paradise, Florida. And The Terror Experiment.
Okay.
And I did mention to Josh that Shadow of Monarch had 6 people rated on Letterboxd. There is one here that has it doesn't have a Letterboxd. So we're playing with fire here today, I feel.
Yeah, there's a lot of vague titles in there. That's it's always tough when it's that. My first instinct is to go with The The terror experiment.
The terror experiment?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going with the terror experiment. Terror experiment has a 3.5 on IMDb with 801 votes.
Okay.
And 206 people on Letterboxd have rated this.
Okay.
So this is from 2010. A terrorist sets off an explosion that rocks the federal building and unleashes a toxic gas throughout the ventilation system. His purpose? To expose the government's secret biological warfare weapon, a deadly virus that instantly attacks a person's adrenal system, causing them to become inhumanly aggressive with an uncontrollable urge to kill each other. Definitely sounds original. All right, so that is the terror experiment.
Okay.
Need me to do the names again?
Okay, so I know there's the Bet, Callus. Don't read this on a plane.
Mm-hmm.
What's the other one?
Paradise, Florida.
I'm gonna. Oh man, I'm so. I don't know. I'm gonna take a chance and see what the Bet is.
The Bet. Okay. The Bet has a 4.0 on IMDb with 335 votes, and 99 people have rated this on Letterboxd. Okay. A down on his luck man gets into an absurd but high stakes bet where he has to one summer to find and hook up with every girl he's had a crush on from the 1st to 12th grade.
Fuck yeah. Oh. Perfect. Guys trying to fuck. I love it.
Listen, we haven't had like a straight up comedy in a while, and I'm kind of looking forward to it. So
interesting.
The terror experiment next, and then the Bet after that, and those will be our next 2 episodes. If you guys are still watching, thank you guys so much for sticking us.
Yeah. Spread the word.
Spread the word. We have fun doing this, and we hope you guys had fun watching and listening. Take care. Bye.
Thanks, guys.